channel.
Biggs here, back with another brief origins, where we give you the rundown of characters' beginnings. It's important to remember that some characters' origins change based on who is in the creative chair at the time. With that in mind, enjoy. Tang Shen was making food for her husband, the young warrior Yoshi, when he spotted a rodent wandering around the food. He was about to end his life when Tang Shen stopped him and instead decided to keep it as a pet to care for it. One day, Mashimi, a bad warrior, took Tang Shen's life, which made Yoshi want to seek out vengeance. He decides to go to New York City with his pet rat to defend the U-Tramps, hopefully I said that right, as their guardian prime. When they got there, he decided to name the rat Splinter, to remind him what he needs to do and what he has failed to do. Together they would honor her by living on in her memory. He was one of the greatest practitioners of Jiu-Jitsu, which his rat Splinter learned to copy his moves while in his little cage. One day, Master Shredder, a kung fu master, sent his foot ninjas to take down Yoshi, but Yoshi was too great of a kung fu warrior to be put down by any one of them, so they relied on technology, advanced weapons, in order to put him down. Splinter, during the scuffle, escaped his cage and attempts to fight off the intruders, only to be tossed out the window, feeling helpless as he watched his master be struck down by Master Shredder. Splinter then has no choice but to leave his once home and live on the streets of New York City, where one day he saw a terrible accident. He witnessed a blind man crossing the street and a truck driver trying to maneuver around him, only to have his truck drop a bottle of toxic chemicals off the back of it. On the other side of the street, a young man saw the blind man about to be crushed and leaps into action to save him. But while he rushed in, he accidentally dropped the small child's glass jar that contained 4 infant turtles. The chemicals from the bottle was carried away by the sewage water along with the turtles until the bottle breaks as it landed inside the sewer, covering its chemicals onto the turtles. Splinter felt bad for the turtles and gathered them into a coffee can, and while he grabbed them, he got some of their toxic stuff on him as well. So he took them back to his spot in the sewers, and when they woke up, Splinter found himself with much more intelligence and grew in size, while the turtles also grew a bit more overnight. He realized that this was because of the chemicals, and realizes they're safe away from the outside world, for they would be branded something to fear or freaks. So he kept them underground for a while until they grew more in brain and size, and realized they needed structure, so he taught them in the ways of martial arts, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and him becoming their master, Splinter. Keep in mind, this was from the 2003 Nickelodeon's television animated series TMNT, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy our content, you know what you guys can do. You can share, you can like, or you can subscribe to our channel. When you guys subscribe to our channel, you know what you do. You guys are building our empire and allowing us to provide you guys with even much more greater content for you guys to enjoy.